A massive shout out to the Jonin tier member Mr. Leroy 1998 and Genin tier Leah Rov. Your support means a lot. If you would like your name mentioned in every video, support the channel, as well as receive special perks and access exclusive series, consider becoming a member of this channel by hitting that join button. Hi guys, this is the first part of What If Naruto Was Ghost Rider? Written by Eternal Blizzard of Sword 65, suggested by Nine-Tailed Hawk, brought to you by Ray What If. I hope you enjoy. It is often said that legends rule over the ninja world, help everyone understand things, from different points of view, based on how they're told. What a lot of people don't know, is that some of those legends are real. The Yellow Flash of Konoha was real. He was formerly the Yondaime Hokage of Konoha, until the day of Kyobi's attack. Another real legend, but before the ninja world came known, there was another true legend. The legend of the Devil's Mercenary himself, the Ghost Rider. Once every generation, there is a Ghost Rider that sends the souls of the guilty to hell, leaving only the souls of the innocent, and those who wish to repent. Now, 12 years after the events of the Kyobi attack, a young genin ninja, by the name of Naruto, currently passing his final test to be a genin. It was purely circumstantial, as the point of the test, by their Junin instructor, Kakashi Hatake, was teamwork. Needless to say, the cell of Naruto Uzumaki, Sakura Haruno, and Sasuke Uchiha, lacked that, but still pulled it together. It was later that night, Naruto was staggering home. Despite his outward happy-go-lucky appearance, he was angry and sad. Only due to the reason, that he was the jailer of Kyobi. He was seen, as that monster. The things I put up with for these people. It amazes even me. Still, I can't let anyone down. I'm on my way, to being able to get the respect, actually get real friends, and I don't plan to let them down. I will do anything to protect them, Naruto said. It was then, that thunder and lightning kept cracking outside. It cut off the power. Suddenly, a man with a skull scepter came in. Who are you? Naruto asked. The man was a bit more visible. The ultimate master of power. Somebody who will help those who need help when they seek it, the man said. Naruto smirked. Your point? Naruto asked. The man chuckled lightly. You, Naruto Uzumaki, is somebody who wishes to gain power, to protect. I can give you that power. I can also help you with Kyobi, the man said. This shocked Naruto to the core. You have my attention, Naruto said. The man smirked. I am the devil, but call me Dios. You're a ninja. Naturally, you will grow stronger. But I can give you powers that can slay even the greatest of demons. A power, which Kyobi knows about. All you have to do, is sell your soul to me, Dios said. Naruto was slightly taken aback. The power to protect my village, my country, my home, my people. You have that deal. I may not like a whole lot of these villagers, but if I'm to be Hokage one day, I still must care. Besides, once they know that I'm innocent, I'll be fine, Naruto said. Dios held out a contract. Naruto knew he had to sign it, but he cut himself on it, and a drop of blood landed on the contract. That will do. Now Naruto, your soul belongs to me, until your use to me is no longer. It will be then, that I shall return it to you. So I do advise becoming stronger, like a normal ninja, Dios said. Naruto nodded. Why me though? Sasuke says he wants to kill somebody who killed his entire clan. But why me, over him? Naruto asked. Dios chuckled. A few reasons. 1. I'm helping the eldest of my little brothers, Kyobi, fulfill his revenge. All demons come from the same source of power, with me being the devil. His revenge is against Orochimaru, who used what you ninjas call a genjutsu to attack Konoha. 2nd, you have a noble cause for it. Sasuke Uchiha wishes to kill his older brother, Itachi. However, there are some things he needs to see first off. I have sought somebody who is worthy of being a Ghost Rider. You Naruto, are the next Ghost Rider, Dios said, as he touched Naruto. Naruto felt intense pain. I have seen noble Ghost Riders, and I find they are the more likable ones. They don't abuse the power I have given them. I know you won't let me down. Thing is, you sold your soul to me for power. I gave you the powers of the Ghost Rider, as the deal. That power will help you become stronger than any normal ninja, Dios said. He let go of Naruto, as Naruto almost passed out. Your first major mission will be when your powers activate, during the final battle. if it is at night, for the power of the Ghost Rider is only usable in the shadows. Now, there will be many ninja you will face who only know how to kill, to make a living, not belonging to any form of village. When in your Ghost Rider form, you'll be able to tell the ones who are good and evil, Dio said, before Naruto passed out. Those clothes of yours. They will not do, Dio said. He turned Naruto's orange jumper into a black muscle tank top, a leather jacket, a pair of leather gloves, and a pair of black jeans. He did that to all of his clothes. Dios then vanished. Naruto woke up the next morning. He knew last night was no dream. He was concerned, as he looked at himself in the mirror. But then, he knew that he had to live by one simple phrase. Live every day, without fear. Silently communicating with one another. I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad that Zabuza is dead, Sakura said. Naruto sighed. I don't think he is. Something tells me that this whole situation just ain't right, Naruto said. This shocked Sakura and Sasuke, though Sasuke began to understand. Yeah, I remember this. While Gen and Lycus don't know these things at first, Naruto and I have done our research, Sasuke said. Naruto nodded. It helps with becoming stronger. But the thing is, Hunter Ninja protocol is to sear the head, on the spot, and burn the body. Not take the body intact. That Hunter Ninja might not be one, Naruto said. Kakashi sighed. He had listened to the conversation. Well, you're right, it was a simulated death. When hit correctly with Senbon needles, it can induce a death trance, which simulates death, until the needles are removed, Kakashi said. Soon after that, the five made it across the lake, and went to Tsunade's house. He lived with his daughter and grandson. Their names were Tsunami and Inari. Naruto was outside in the forest after the supper. He ran out, when he discovered that his hands were burning on the inside. Looks like the major battle is coming up, a familiar voice said. Naruto turned around, to see Dios. What's going on? Naruto asked. Dios chuckled. You are becoming my mercenary. The Ghost Rider. Tonight will be your first transformation, as there are some sinners. Gato's men lurk around. You'll see them, and send them to hell, Dios said. He snapped his fingers 2 times. With your teammates, they know you said you're gonna be training alone all night. So they don't have to worry. Now, my young friend, I have a gift. A Ghost Rider would not be complete without his ride, Dios said. He moved to the side, revealing a motorcycle, fit for Naruto. Naruto saw it, and began to scream in agony. You are one of the few who I could use immediately, as you are tough, and heal fast, thanks to Kyuubi. Now go, set out, Dios said, before vanishing. Naruto screamed out loud. All of his skin was replaced by everlasting fire, and his head was a flaming skull. He chuckled, as he got on. The motorcycle transformed, and was also on fire now. Next morning, Naruto woke up. He knew that what he did was no dream, as he could still feel the burning. He got up, and got dressed. It's about time you got up, Kakashi said. Naruto sighed. I exhausted myself last night. I need to work on chakra control, Naruto said, lying to Kakashi. Well, now that you mention it, I was going to teach you guys something that would help. When you're ready, follow me. Unless of course, you wish to wait a day or 2 inches, Kakashi suggested. Naruto sighed. No, I won't have special treatment. I know about him, and I know that you know about that as well. Because of that, I have more chakra and stamina, and recovery rate. So don't worry about me, Naruto said. Kakashi did show the 3 how to climb trees only by walking up. Sakura, due to perfect control, got it first try. But Naruto and Sasuke would have to work on it a few more days. How can he do that? Zabuza asked Kakashi. Kakashi didn't have the answer. Back with Naruto, he flung his chain out, and it burst into flames, and wrapped around one of the boats. Naruto yanked on it, destroying the boat. The thugs on they were caught under, and drowned. Naruto rode back up to the bridge. He then returned to his human form. Sensei, it's not Kyuubi who's done this. It was the devil. I sold my soul, to ensure Konoha's safety, for good, until I am more than powerful enough, that I will not have any use for it. Don't tell anyone about it. Same for you, Zabuza, Naruto said. Zabuza nodded, out of pure respect. I had no idea. I honestly thought you hated Konoha, Kakashi said. Naruto smirked. No, it was rough, but I don't hate it. I have no reason not to, because I knew there were still some people who did care about me, Naruto said. He was right about that. The team was back in Konoha. Just in time as well. Buzz about the Chunin exam being held in Konoha this time around was all over the place. Kakashi had decided to enter them into the exams. But that was after Naruto had saved a friend, name being Konohamaru, the Hokage's grandson, from being killed by a Sand Genin. That Sand Genin's name was Kankuro. He was part of a three-man cell, which included his siblings, Temari and Gaara. Now it was at night. Naruto wasn't sure if he was to kill Gaara or not. He paced around in his apartment for quite some time, until it was nightfall. It was then that Dios appeared in Naruto's apartment. Naruto sensed this, and turned into the Ghost Rider. He looked at Dios, before sighing, remaining the same. "Don't scare me like that," Naruto said. Dios nodded. "Don't kill Gaara," Dios said. This shocked Naruto. "Why, he's evil," Naruto said. Dios shook his head. "He is like you, a demon carrier. He carries my youngest brother, Ikibi, or what people call him, Shukaku. Don't kill him, it isn't worth it. You can save him, fight him, yes, during the exams. But don't kill him," Dios said. Naruto powered down to normal. "You have a point now, sir," Naruto said. Dios sighed. "Orochimaru is here. I don't want you to kill him yet. He is still very useful on this world. Wait a few years. I also wanted to explain something that could be of some use," Dios said. Both he and Naruto sat down. "Now, your eyes of repentance are powerful, but they have another ability. If you destroy a soul with a dujutsu, or an eye bloodline limit, you'll get it. Especially useful if you want. The Sharingan," Dios said. This interested Naruto. "Oh, so you want me to be the one who deals death to Itachi," Naruto said. Dios shook his head. "No. He'll still be coming to hell, but Sasuke already claimed dibs on that man's soul. You will help though. No, there is a much more powerful ninja, who has recently awoken from a long slumber. This Uchiha is actually my daughter, Madara. Like most of my children, we never did see eye to eye, so they wind up dead. But she plans to go after a powerful contract. Almost as powerful as the contract of 1,000 souls. This one is the contract of the Sadaime Mizukage," Dios said. Naruto was surprised by this. "Why him? He's still alive," Naruto said. Dios nodded. "But he is the ultimate oppressioner, besides Orochimaru. You see, because of him, all the bloodline limits in Mizu are gone. Anyone who threatens his power will die. Madara knows this, and needs his soul to gain more and more power. She, like my deceased son, Blackheart, wants a lot of souls. And the Mizukage bound his soul to a contract, where the next Mizukage will also possess his soul," Dios said. Naruto smirked. "So you want me to find Madara, and kill her with my eyes, and gain the Sharingan," Naruto said. Dios nodded. "I would go after her myself, but on this realm, I can't harm anybody. That is why I have my Ghost Riders, to bring all the evil souls to hell. One time, it would have made me more powerful now, I just want them, so that people know to not be sinners. There will always be sinners, but with you around there will be less," Dios said. Naruto nodded. "Alright, tomorrow is the first exam. I sense Kyuubi is copying his chakra to give to you, one tail at a time. You can handle one tail now, and soon, multiple. It was good that you saved Haku and Zabuza. Weren't you surprised?" Dios said. Naruto nodded. "Why would a girl claim she's a boy? I don't understand that at all," Naruto said. Dios chuckled. "That blush you got was more than enough. I see things through your soul. And Naruto, just because I own your soul, doesn't mean you belong to me. Well, it does, in a high sense, but I don't want you to think. For Madara and Orochimaru, the two you must bring to me, I trust you more than anyone else. Once you have given me their souls, I'll release you from the contract," Dios said. Naruto nodded. He wanted to get to sleep to prepare himself for the exam. "To kill you out of hatred. It was love. As wrong as it sounds, I didn't want you to suffer because of what needed to be done. I also didn't think straight when I thought that, for I would never harm an innocent child. And that is what you are, innocent. There was no way it was fair how these villagers have treated you," Hiashi said. Naruto was shocked. He wanted to sort of kill Hiashi, but knew that Hiashi meant every word. "As I said, I would betray him, you, and my role to you, if I did that. Naruto, Arashi Kazama, is your father, Hiashi said, with a rare tear falling from his face. Naruto was clearly shocked now. He slowly turned and glared at the casket. Don't hate him, he trusted no other infant, didn't want to bear any other infant, than you, because you are his son. The fact is, if it were me who sealed it, I would have hoped that it would have been on Hinata's birthday, so it would have been her, because she is my own, and it's that blood bond that makes me trust her that much like your father does to you, Hiashi said. Naruto understood. Also, before he died, he named me your godfather. What a lame godfather I have been, Hiashi said, fully breaking down. Naruto ran over to him, and embraced him. I understand, but I always thought you demeaned Hinata, Naruto said. Hiashi got up, and sighed. I'm only trying to push her to succeed. But I know it's failing now. The cloud incident scarred her for life, and she is improving, but she is still timid. But I do hope she becomes better. It's her grandfather that I worry about, Hiashi said. Sarutobi sighed. What's wrong with her grandfather? Naruto asked. Hiashi sighed. He's the most cruel of all Hyuga. Senshi is his name. He, like I was, a twin. He was the younger one, so he was part of the branch family. However, his older twin, Seto, my uncle, when he became head, an unfortunate string of events happened. In the end, Seto was unable to reproduce, ensuring that I would be head. I don't like it, but I live with it. When my uncle died, my father had the caged bird seal removed, as he was an elder. He wants to brand Hinata, and threatened to do so if she loses in the exam. The others agree, but I have warned them that I will kill them if they do. I'm not the stuck-up prick everyone thinks I am. I care. I do want him dead, but I know it won't happen, Hiashi said. Naruto sighed. To hate your father that much is hard to hear. Yet I can kill him, if he's a sinner. It goes back to me selling my soul. I still have it, but I just work for the devil, in exchange for a power which most shinobi could only dream about, Naruto said, as he transformed into the Ghost Rider. You're a Ghost Rider. Arashi used to talk about them all the time. He even told me the devil would be visiting you one day. It all makes sense. Yes, Arashi believed the devil was a being that only tortured people in hell, because only he could stomach the infinite pain, and didn't exactly belong to heaven. Over the years, he's become less evil, I hope, Hiashi said, with a chuckle. Naruto joined in. I believe he has. Hiashi, there is one ability I want to test out quickly, Naruto said. He placed one of his gloves onto Hiyashi's hand, and chuckled. Think about your father, and what he's done. I will automatically see what he's done, Naruto said. Hiashi obeyed. Naruto quickly saw everything, and stumbled back, and fell down, landing in a sitting position. Wow, forced to have you and your twin, then killed, made sure Seto couldn't have kids, and used his wife. He was insane. Then, he's gonna fry Hinata's brains out. He is guilty, Naruto shouted. He got up, and powered down. Not tonight. When this exam is over for Hinata, if it's to be over, I'll kill him then, but under one slight condition, Naruto said. Hiashi sighed. Name it, he said. Naruto smirked. The Byakugan. I want it, with your permission. No surgery will be needed, as what I will do, is the holes my eyes are in my ghost form, they take all the sins, and inflict pain upon the soul, until the soul is detached, and sent to hell. Apparently, I can absorb bloodline limits, if I wanted to, Naruto said. Sarutobi was shocked, while Hiashi grinned. Consider it a sort of adoption. I wonder though, will your eyes remain the same? Hiashi asked. Naruto nodded. Good. Oh, and did you know Hinata? Dot has a crush on you? Hiashi asked. Naruto nodded. I the same, which is why I must keep away. My enemies will use her to get to me if they discover her. But at the same time, I want to take that chance. I really want to be her boyfriend, Naruto said. Sarutobi chuckled. Well, it's kinda late for me. I'm going to leave. Don't worry my boys. What has been said here, will not leave these walls, unless you two wish for it, Sarutobi said. The other two nodded. Sarutobi left at that. Naruto sighed. Hiashi knelt down to Naruto, before pulling him into a fatherly embrace. I want you to live with us. If need be, I'll adopt you officially. But personally, I hope the crushes turn to full-fledged love, Hiashi said, making Naruto blush. Pack your things tomorrow. Before the forest of death, you will be moved in, if you want, Hiyashi said. Naruto nodded. He didn't display it, but he was really happy on the inside. It was then, they heard clapping. How long have you been there, Dios? Naruto asked. Hiyashi and Naruto turned to Dios. Not long. I sensed you wanted me to be here, to ask me about this, my young merc friend. You don't need to ask me. If somebody is guilty, doesn't regret it, and is truly evil, then they deserve to tango with me. And we know that won't be pretty, Dios said, earning a chuckle out of Hiyashi and Naruto. Dios then walked up to Hiyashi. You're right about me. I'm not as evil as when I started out, for you see, I took responsibility of my job that God gave me. It's my children that are the real evil. One of them is Naruto's targets. Yes, Naruto, you are free to love, but you are right in taking caution. The last Ghost Rider proved that. He loved, but was cautious. Didn't live with his love, and was always on the road. You don't need to be that. Just do what you can, when you can. That is all I ask, Dios said. Naruto agreed with that statement. Now, in the Forest of Death, Naruto was separated from Sakura and Sasuke. He had to kill a giant snake, before he could head back. When he did, he saw a weird mark on Sasuke's neck, before he passed out. Naruto was enraged. Kyuubi then flared to life. It's him, Orochimaru, Kyuubi said to Naruto. Naruto began to channel Kyuubi's chakra, to make a single tail. It wouldn't be enough, but he still had to fight. Orochimaru, Snake Sannin, you have sinned a lot in your lifetime. Human experiments, sending Kyuubi after Konoha, ruining my life, multiple cold-blooded murders, all which you've enjoyed, transferred soul into others, and trying to recruit my friend. I cannot forgive you. Instead, I will do what should be done, and send your guilty soul, straight to hell, Naruto said. His eyes were red now, as he jumped forward, and speared Orochimaru. Orochimaru, with his snake-like face, chuckled. So, you are the jailer of Kyuubi. Well, I hope my old friend is torturing you, Orochimaru said. He pushed Naruto off, before they began their fight. On the contrary, he's helping me. Why do you think I know so much about you? Not to mention, the devil is pissed off at you, for your sins, and turning Kyuubi against what he stood for. You don't mess with any of the devil's siblings, and get away with it, Naruto coldly said, before Orochimaru used a powerful wind jutsu to bash Naruto against a tree, knocking him out. Orochimaru then fled at that. He would wake up later. He saw many marks were on Sasuke. He also noticed Ino, Shikamaru, Choji, and Lee were there as well. He rose up. Doing okay on your own, Sasuke. That's good, but I'm afraid that I want my share of the fun as well, Naruto said. Sasuke glared at him. Shut up, I need power. I need to defeat them, Sasuke said. Naruto smirked. Evil influence, I can tell. Zaku, Dosu and Kin. The three genin from sound. Pawns of Orochimaru, he said. With that, he became the Ghost Rider. Everyone gasped. Naruto sighed. You're innocent. No true sins have been done by any of you, Naruto said. But he still remained. Dosu, the bandaged guy, tossed out an earth scroll, before the three left. I am far from done, Naruto said. He whistled for his motorcycle, and looked forward. Follow the fire, he said, speeding off. The six-leaf genin did follow, to see the three sound genin beaten up, except for Kin. Naruto did have reservations about that if the girl didn't harm you first. He got a heaven's scroll, as Team 7's was burned before. He then slammed his foot into Zaku's back, disabling Zaku's arms. I'm sorry you had to see that. This is a result of selling your soul. You becomes the devil's personal mercenary, but it's not all that bad, Naruto said. Lee then walked up. Your flames of, Lee began to say, before Naruto kicked him back. Lee, being tough guy he was surprised by this, as he would have been able to block. I don't remember asking you a damn thing. So shut the hell up about flames of youth crap. These are hell flames, the result of being a Ghost Rider, Naruto said. He then looked at his motorcycle. Go home, he said. The motorcycle sped off. Tell nobody of this. Understand? Lee, Ino, Sakura, especially you three. This is a S-ranked secret, and I doubt Lord Hokage would be overly pleased with me revealing this in a big place. But I had to. Sasuke, that curse mark you received from Orochimaru, as I know what it is making you a different person. You have to resist it at all costs. If you commit sins because of it, then you won't last here. I won't pursue you if you have sins, unless if my boss tells me to, Naruto said. This scared everyone. He then looked over the tower. Do you guys also have your respective scrolls? Naruto asked. Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji nodded. Let's go, Naruto said. The six walked towards the tower. But Naruto turned around, becoming normal. Lee, go find your teammates, and good luck, Naruto said. Lee nodded, and vanished. The six made it into the tower, just as Nada's team made it in. Well, it looks like the rookie 9 is here, Naruto said. Hinata practically glomped Naruto, which surprised everyone. I told you we would make it. No more worries about this exam, Naruto said. Hinata nodded. I see. This is good, Naruto. I can feel, he wishes to repent and it has begun. If you have such a power, use it to your advantage, for protecting everyone and everything close to your heart. Humans carry both good and bad traits, and it's unfortunate. Oh Gaara, I am the devil. I'm also the great 9 demon's elder brother. You have nothing to be scared of from me. Let me fix that seal for you, Diso said. Naruto sighed. Are you gonna make his sign the soul contract? Naruto asked. Dio shook his head. Unless if he wants to. But I don't recommend it. I only need one Ghost Rider at a time, Dio said, touching Gaara's love kanji. It knocked him out. Sweet dreams, Dio said, before chuckling devilishly, and vanishing. Gaara would wake up later, on a bed. Temari and Kankuro were there, along with Naruto. Whoa, was I really out? Gaara asked, getting up. Naruto nodded. Did Gaara ask? Naruto shook his head. What you saw, what you said, what was done last night, was real. I'm glad you've changed, Naruto said. This puzzled the two Sand siblings. I had a talk with him last night, and an old friend of mine fixed his seal. Gaara is no longer a killing machine, Naruto said. Gaara nodded, cracking a genuine smile. Thanks you Naruto. Temari, Kankuro, forgive my sins of the past, Gasa said. Temari and Kankuro both smiled. Of course, you're our little brother. We knew one day you'd be more normal than before, Temari said. Gaara nodded. He then looked at Naruto. Ghost Rider, what is that? Gaara asked. Naruto sighed. He knew he had to tell. Well, he decided to tell what a Ghost Rider is, not who it was. The Devil's Mercenary. Obviously there is one out there. If you're lucky, you'll meet him, Naruto said, before he started to leave. Wait, Sand is going to attack Konoha in a month, during the last part of the exam. It will be an invasion from both Sand and Sound. The Cage spoke with Orochimaru, all about this, Gaara said. Naruto clenched his hand. It's a military thing. Well, I can't say much, except that the Cage made a grave mistake. Orochimaru will backstab him. You have to call off the troops, or at least have them help Konoha. The Sound is young and rough. The most dangerous, led by that snake Orochimaru. I don't care who fights him, as long as I get the last piece. He is the reason why I'm so hated, Naruto said. Gaara nodded. Naruto then left at that. Later, he was talking with Hinata. She seemed relieved that he was okay. Gaara was confused on who he was. He's been through a lot, Naruto said. Hinata hugged him tighter. I believe you Naruto-kun, she said. Naruto smiled. He then cupped her chin with one hand, before quickly kissing her. Naruto-kun, she said, blushing. He frowned. Too much? He asked. She shook her head, and leaned up to kiss him. More deeply than last time. I hope father doesn't find out, Hinata said, still red-hot blushing. Naruto chuckled. He told me about you crushing on me, and I told him about me crushing on you. Yes, I did, and do, have a crush on you. And he said to go for it. He believes in us. Yes Hinata, not just us together, but us on our own. He truly believes you're stronger than you seem. You just don't give yourself credit for it. You are more than that. You aren't a normal Hyuga, even when you have to be. You are you, powerful, smart, and beautiful. No matter what anyone says. Believe in yourself, like I believe in you, Naruto said. Hinata stopped blushing so hard. Naruto had given her the resolve she needed to go up against anything. After waiting 5 days, the second exam was over. Many genin made it, and thus, a prelim tournament had to be held to cut the numbers down. Sasuke had his match first. He could have gotten disqualified due to the curse, but he kept it down and defeated a Leaf Genin. It was of the sole quitter in the exam, and somebody who provided info before the whole thing started. His name was Kabuto. Though Naruto didn't like him one bit. Shino would defeat Zaku. Not only that, but due to Shino's bugs, he was able to remove Zaku's arms. Temari then defeated Tenten, Shikamaru defeated Kin, Ino and Sakura's match was a draw, and Kankuro also won his match. The next names for the battles were Kiba's and Naruto's. This will be fun, Kiba said. The match began. It was slightly unfair, due to Kiba's pet dog, Akamaru, helping out. But Naruto held his own. Your reputation has changed, Naruto. But once I defeat you, I can finally impress Hinata, Kiba said. Akamaru became a clone of Kiba. Naruto made an army of shadow clones. But when the dust settled, two figures were down. Naruto and Akamaru. Kiba was worried about his best friend, so he ran over to Akamaru. Speak to me, he cried out. It was then that Akamaru bit Kiba's arm. Akamaru actually turned out to be Naruto, while the other Naruto was a shadow clone, on top of the real Akamaru. Sorry, but the opportunity presented itself, Naruto said. Kiba was peace. So peace, that when he ran to tackle down Naruto, he didn't, stop when Naruto dodged, so Kiba hit the wall. Oh, and as for Hinata, I'm already dating her, so don't even try, Naruto said. Kiba ran up again. This time, Naruto super kicked him, then jumped into the air. He made sewn hand seals. Sakura and Kakashi recognized them. Grad Fireball Jutsu, Naruto said, blowing a massive flame onto the arena floor. It fired Kiba, but it didn't kill him. The next match was Hinata vs Neji. The cousins of the Hyuga family. In this exam, Neji was older, and more experienced. And this clearly scared Hinata. Hinata, you should give up. I will not be responsible for what your fate will bring you, should you stay. And it looks very grim indeed, Neji said, trying to intimidate her. But Hinata shook her head, and activated her Byakugan. Screw fate, she said. This shocked everyone. Neji was the most shocked. You know, big brother, I've had enough of hearing that. No fate, except for what we make. Remember? Hinata asked. Neji growled. That's not true, he said. The match officially began, as the two gentle fist users began to battle. Both had their respective tenketsu sealed off during the match. Hinata attempted a shot to the gut, with all her might, but Neji was not affected. I sealed off your arms, he creepily said. Hinata growled. You're stronger than me, that much I know, but your spirit isn't, she said, attempting to throw him. He did get over Hinata's head, but landed on his feet, and struck her heart. But Hinata blocked it a bit, by holding him back. He was so angry, that he punched her head so hard, then kicked her back. The match was over, but Neji had a kunai in his hands. He was going to go and kill Hinata. It was then, that Hinata's sensei, Kurenai, along with Kakashi, another Junin leader, and Sarutobi's son, Asuma, and Kakashi's friendly rival, Guy, came down. Naruto also came down, ready to kill. But Lee blocked him. No, Naruto-kun, don't risk your spot. Besides, Neji is my rival. Though I don't mind if you did face him next, Lee said. Hinata was taken away on a stretcher. She became awake, asking to stay, as Naruto had some of her blood on his hands. Mark my words, Neji, you will pay, Naruto said. Neji smirked. A dead last like you could never defeat me. It is simply fate, Neji said, before walking off. Naruto went to Hinata's side. Naruto-kun, I would have given up, if it weren't for you, Hinata said. Naruto really began to cry. He knew what was going to happen. Later, in the Konoha hospital, Hinata was sleeping. Naruto had seen an injured Lee and Choji. Dosu defeated Choji, and Gaara defeated Lee, though Lee had inflicted the injuries upon himself. It was then that Hiashi walked in. Naruto, my son, he said. He was saddened. Hiashi knew that tonight, somebody was going to die. On a cliff outside of Konoha, Hiashi and Hinata walked to. Hinata was informed of what was to happen. Senshi, an old and white-haired Hyuga, awaited there. My son, it is time we show this wench her place in this world, Senshi said. Hiashi then smirked. What about your place? You're not the purest soul in the world. In fact, you're a highly tainted soul. I know, I found your history. I refuse to send my daughter to the branch house, Hiashi said. This shocked Hinata and Senshi. Senshi smirked. You have no choice, my son, Senshi said. Hiashi smirked. I'd rather go to the branch than let her. If that is what it takes, then so be it, Hiashi said. Hinata had backed away a bit. Senshi tried to get by, but couldn't. Does she mean more to you than Hanabi? If you don't cage her, then Hanabi will, Senshi said. Hiashi growled. It was then, he smirked. Naruto was behind Senshi now. You will not brand either, Naruto said, in his most scariest voice ever. Senshi trembled in fear. He tried to seal off all of Naruto's tenketsu, but failed, as his hand was now on fire. Senshi screamed in pain. Naruto used his chain to bind up Senshi. You are guilty of many crimes, all of which Hiashi Tusen has told me about. My master awaits your soul. You will stare into my eyes, and feel the pain of the innocent, upon your soul, as it shall be sent to hell, Naruto said. Senshi was really screaming in pain now, as he felt all his sins upon him, as well as his Byakugan leaving him, going into Naruto. Naruto set his chain on fire, and it burned the comatose body of Senshi. As it was burning, Naruto sent him off the cliff, unraveling his chain, seeing the ashes of the demented Hyuga fall to the ground. Hinata was clearly scared of Naruto in this form. Do not fear me, Hinata. There is no reason to. You are amongst the innocent, and I don't have the heart to harm the innocent, Naruto said, transforming back to normal, as he walked over to her. He kissed her, as she got over her initial shock. Especially one such as beautiful as you, he said. Hinata embraced him tightly. Thank you, Naruto. You have gotten rid of somebody who didn't deserve to live. It's because of him, that Neji thinks the way he does. But Senshi Hyuga, my father, is nothing more than a memory, best forgotten by everyone, Hiashi said. Naruto nodded. Hinata passed out, as Naruto carried her home. Naruto, I'm not kidding when I say this, but when you are the Ghost Rider, you are more powerful than Lord Hokage himself, even back during his prime. You are already on par with your father, during your transformations. But when you're normal, you still need to improve a great deal. And you will. I don't suggest training with Byakugan for a while. Not until the exams are over, Hiashi said. Naruto nodded. When they got home, Hiashi invited Naruto down to the cellar. You deserve this, Hiashi said, giving Naruto a small bottle of sake. Old enough to kill, old enough to drink. At least that's what some people say. This stuff will take your worries away, but don't become addicted. Here's to justice, Hiashi said. Naruto smirked. I'll drink to that, he said, as the both of them downed their sake. Meanwhile, Gaara had caught up to his Junin sensei, Baki. Baki was just in a meeting, when Gaara alerted him. We need to change allies, Gaara said. Baki was surprised by this. Oh, and why should we do this? Baki said. Gaara, being used to emitting killer intent, managed to emit a fake killer intent. Intent to kill so real, yet not meant. I have heard facts about the sound leader, Orochimaru. He doesn't plan to let us win. You see, once Konoha is crushed, he'll turn his sound ninjas against us, and kill us all, Gaara said. Baki was shocked at this. Trust me on this one. And also trust me that I now have more control of my darker side. I do not wish to kill so freely anymore. It wasn't a good thing, Gaara said. Baki sighed, and nodded. Alright, if you're so passionate about it, guess it's worth a shot. But if your father says to continue, then we will, Baki said. Gaara sighed, before he left. My father, I need you to know something. 12 years ago, we all know about the Kyuubi attack here on Konoha. The story was slightly fixed. Kyuubi wasn't killed by my father. Kyuubi was sealed inside of an infant. I was that infant. All the adults knew this. Lord Hokage made a rule that if anyone talked about it, it would be considered treason, and would be executed. I am the only one allowed to talk about it, and others, if I bring it up first, Naruto said. Neji was surprised. I see. I understand now, your dislike of judgmental people. Because they judged you for what is inside, not who you truly were, Neji said. Naruto nodded. Kyuubi is also judged. He was in a fit of rage that night, but only towards the snake Sannin Orochimaru. So it is my life goal to kill him, before my other life goal is achieved. That is to become Hokage. Neji, we do have destinies. Kami put on this world for a reason. But our actions and who we are, don't revolve around them. There are many paths we take, and thus, life is up to choice. I could have turned cold and killed anyone who dared to anger me, but I chose not to. Can you choose to not believe in what you've been forced to believe? Naruto said. Neji looked down, and sighed. He nodded. You're right, Naruto. I can't let fate win. Lee, you, and many others are proof. Thank you. I'll try to find out more about my father's death, but I won't live in grudge. Not of everyone in main house. Hiyashi has helped me train, Hinata is innocent in this, and Hanabi just wants to be a powerful kid, Neji said. Naruto smiled. Friends, Naruto said, offering his hand. Neji shook it. Friends, he said. The two then got up, and walked out. Neji placed a boulder over the entrance when they left. Our match will still be an all-out war. We won't let friendship come in the way. We both want to become Chunin, and if we prove ourselves, we will, Neji said. Naruto nodded, as the two went back to the Hyuga manor. It was now time for the final exam to begin. Neji and Naruto were up first. People had their money on Neji. Let's do our best, Naruto. Come at me, as if I was your worst enemy, Neji said. The match began. It was intense, as Naruto had tried to dodge all of Neji's attempts to seal of his tenketsu. Once Naruto got some distance, he did his mass shadow clone jutsu, creating an army of Narutos. Neji couldn't spot the real one, as they all tried to attack him. They all jumped up. I was hoping for this, Neji said, as he began to spin. It was the Hyuga secret defense move, Kaden. His chakra spun around him, making a defensive shield, blocking all the kunai and clones jumping on him. When he sensed that no more were coming, he saw Naruto alone, telling him to bring it. Neji closed in, and struck Naruto. But it only turned out to be a clone. Huh, he said, before a massive fireball almost hit him. The real Naruto came down, right after that. Nice move, Neji said. Naruto smiled. You too, Neji. Kaden is powerful. Glad you kept it that long, or you'd be a kunai cushion, Naruto said. Neji couldn't help but chuckle at that comment. 10 minutes later, Neji had successfully sealed off all of Naruto's tenketsu. But Naruto could only chuckle. You forget, Neji, I contain the most powerful demon, Naruto said, as red chakra began to surround him. It allowed his tenketsu to be freed up, as the chakra changed from red to blue, chakra tail still being there. Naruto began to make some hand seals. Neji tried to get him, but Naruto dodged it, looking Neji right in the eyes. Headhunter Jutsu, Naruto said. He vanished into the ground, leaving a hole, before dragging Neji Uter. Naruto appeared from the hole he first made, only a minute later. What's this? Neji said, as he tried to squirm free. Naruto formed a fully completed Rasengan, and held it to Neji's face. I've trapped you, Neji. If you get up, my Rasengan will burn your face in badly, probably killing you. Even if you did, it would take a while, as I did tire your hands and feet. I believe using that along with Headhunter is perfect for a quick trap, Naruto said. Neji sighed. You win, Naruto. There is no way I can escape, Neji said. The proctor called the match, declaring Naruto the winner. Naruto helped Neji up, and helped untie the ropes. Neji then limped a bit. Must have used too much chakra in the match, Neji said. Naruto smiled, and helped Neji to the medic ward, to rest. You know, Hiyashi did tell me something. He told me, that my father, willingly gave up his life, that day. Uncle was willing to die for his family, to prevent a war, but my father insisted not to. I was wrong about a lot of things. But I knew that, in the end, my father died, a free bird, Neji said, with a slight chuckle. Sasuke was late for his match, so it was postponed. Kankuro was to now face up against Shino. It was pretty even. Kankuro's puppets did strike Shino, but Shino's bugs kept draining Kankuro's chakra. In the end, it was a draw, when they both passed out. Shino was poisoned by Kankuro. Temari faced off against Shikamaru. Clearly, the only thing Temari did all match was dodging Shikamaru's shadow possession. It wasn't easy, as Temari did dodge all attempts, but he did catch her, by using the two holes Naruto created. That was good, but you get this match. My chakra is way too low to continue, Shikamaru said. This shocked everyone watching. Sasuke finally arrived, so he faced off against Gaara. Sasuke was clearly stronger and faster than before. He threw a lot of force behind everything, and Gaara was great using his sand. But it came to the point where Sasuke had to use a dangerous move. Naruto was shocked. He was with Hiyashi at the moment. That move, Kakashi, Hiyashi said in slight anger. Suddenly, many feathers fell upon the entire audience, and everyone fell asleep, save a few. At that, Sasuke drove the Chiordi through Gaara's shoulder, who had tried to use sand to block it. That was when many sound ninjas came in, and began to attack everything in their path. They had previously fought off some sand ninjas, as the remaining sand ninjas came to Konoha's aid. Sasuke was puzzled by all of this. Temari and Kankuro came down, to Gaara's aid. He had already fixed his shoulder up with sand, but it was still weak. Sasuke, come, Gaara said, dragging Sasuke with them. They had to go for cover. Naruto woke up. He suddenly trembled in intense pain. Naruto, what's wrong? Sakura said. She was the one who woke him up. He got up, using her for support. Kyuubi, he's raging so much. He senses Orochimaru. Plus, I'm gaining another tail getaway, Naruto said. Sakura did back away, as Naruto let out a mighty scream. He was engulfed in red chakra, as another tail was formed from the chakra. He jumped up. The barrier surrounding Orochimaru and Sarutobi was blocking out some black op Anbu. I'm not the Kyuubi, just its jailer. Besides, Snake Freak is the reason why Konoha got attacked. So don't hate me or Kyuubi. Hate him more, Naruto said, pointing at Orochimaru. Jiraiya and Hiashi landed beside Naruto. Impure World Resurrection. I heard about this jutsu. Revives the dead. 3 caskets, for Hokages. Don't let it be, Jiraiya said. One was struck down. They let out a huge sigh of relief, as the one that could have contained Arashi was sent back down. Alright, as you know, I know Rasengan now. 1 the count of 3, we strike, Naruto said. The other 2 nodded. 1, Hiashi formed his Rasengan. 2, Jiraiya said. He formed his. Naruto followed. 3, Naruto shouted. They all struck close together in the barrier. They had to break it. The 3 managed to hold onto their Rasengans for a few minutes, before they managed to shatter the barrier. The 3 quickly entered. The sun had fully set. Naruto took a scroll out, and summoned his chain. You 3, I guess I could use your help. Take on the cages, while I take care of Orochimaru, Sarutobi said. Naruto smirked. Well then, let's roll, he said, just as he transformed into the Ghost Rider. He had to resist all temptation to go after Orochimaru. He was mostly taking on the Shadaime. Naruto fire had helped him burn all the wooden trees that tried to take him down. These 2 are controlled by tags. Hiashi, find where they are, Jiraiya shouted, as he fought with the Nadaime. Got it, sensei, Hiashi shouted back. He activated the Byakugan, and sensed them both. They're both in the middle of their backs. Hiashi shouted out, so Naruto could hear. Naruto chuckled, as he torched the Shadaime. But Shadaime regenerated. With Orochimaru and Sarutobi, there was an intense battle, which Orochimaru was knocked down. Sarutobi began a long series of hand seals. With Naruto, he used his chain, to yank out Shadaime's tag, before he noticed that Orochimaru's sword was rising up. He ran over, and used all of his strength to hold it back, as an ominous mist showed the Shinigami. Naruto, even if it got me, I would die anyways. The Shinigami will take my soul, killing me as well. You can let go. Jiraiya and Hiashi need you more than I do, Sarutobi said. Naruto was reluctant, as he let go, seeing the sword go right through Sarutobi's gut. Damn, Naruto shouted. He set his chain on fire again, and went up to the Nadaime. He wrapped his chain around him tightly, before removing the tag. The 3 had to catch their breaths, and when they did, they noticed that Orochimaru had left, and Sarutobi was laying there, sword gone now. Naruto powered down. You 3, have done well. Looks like Konoha needs a new Hokage. Goodbye, my friends, Sarutobi said, as he died there. Naruto was especially sad, seeing the first real friend for him die. He let out a lot of tears. He'll pay, but I will not defeat him as the Ghost Rider. I will use my bare hands to kill Orochimaru. I will not be so reliant on being the rider. I can't. I have to be Hokage powered all the time. I refuse to be weak during the day, and godly at night. Not anymore. I won't truly stop, Naruto said. Hiashi pulled Naruto into a comforting embrace. Jiraiya sighed. Your shadow clones will help. I also think it's time you studied your father's scroll. That scroll, the Forbidden Scroll, were a list of all your father's techniques, and how to use them. Though only he could use the Hiryashinen. Oh, who am I kidding? You can too, but I wouldn't recommend. Need to make your own reputation, Jiraiya said. Naruto nodded. A funeral was held for all of the fallen warriors during that day. Naruto paid his respects especially for the third Hokage. Next day, Jiraiya was in the Hyuga Manor, waiting for Naruto. Naruto was up, had some of his things packed, and was ready to go. At least, that was what he was told to do. "Kid, you and I are going to find my other teammate, Tsunade. She will be the Gondime Hokage I said I would teach you more, and I will hold to that promise," Jiraiya said. Naruto had an excited grin on his face. The first in a while. Looked up. She was ready to kill. "Relax, Tsunade. I'm not doing anything dirty right now. I'm on a mission," Jiraiya said. Tsunade chuckled. Mission? That doesn't sound right. Not since you became a Sannin. You've been everywhere," Tsunade said. Jiraiya nodded. "It's true, I have. But there have been some recent events in Konoha that have needed me to attend to. First off, before I continue, meet Arashi's son, Naruto," Jiraiya said. Tsunade looked at Naruto, and chuckled. "Arashi never dressed like that. At least you're smart." "Yes, the resemblance is definite, minus those birthmarks," Tsunade said. Naruto knew she meant no harm, so he didn't say anything. It would seem as if Orochimaru finally managed to attack Konoha. Luckily, we won the battle, and his new Sound Village had to retreat. Damage was still high though, but we are having a somewhat bright future. We can't seem to carry on, as during the fight, Sensei was killed by Orochimaru, Jiraiya said. Tsunade spat out her drink suddenly, and it spilled all over Daniel. "Mom," he shouted. She was embarrassed at that. "We need a new Hokage, Tsunade. That Hokage has been chosen to be you," Jiraiya said. Tsunade chuckled. "Never. I don't like that title. Too many people have died trying to become, and everyone was killed trying to maintain. Not me. I want nothing to do with Konoha. That title is crap, as far as I'm concerned," Tsunade said. She then felt the killer intent radiating off of Naruto. "How dare you? You were trained by one, related to the first two, and your strength is legendary. You are meant to become Hokage. My dream is to become Hokage, so don't call the one thing I believe in most crap. Not when I have so many people on my case as it is." Naruto shouted, as he brought a Rasengan close to Tsunade's face. She was surprised. "Rasengan, eh? That actually looks good. You didn't think you could teach him Arashi's move, did you?" Tsunade said. Jiraiya smirked. "This is a perfect Rasengan. I had more help from my godfather, and co-creator of this move, Hiashi Hyuga. I will fight hard for what I believe in, no matter what," Naruto said, disengaging the Rasengan. Tsunade smiled. "Alright, we'll meet up in 1 week. We'll discuss further about me being Hokage. I'm considering it now. You've impressed me," Tsunade said. Naruto smiled. Later, Naruto was reading an Ika book. He had gone past 3 pages, which was all Jiraiya said. "I don't believe it, but I'm perverted," Naruto said. Jiraiya sighed. "Kid, we all have our perverted side. The human mind, soul, heart, and spirit is so complex, that there are sides to us that exist, yet not everyone discovers them," Jiraiya said. He looked out the window, and had a sad face on. "Kid, I think it's time I told you more about Tsunade. She has reason for not wanting to go back. Her little brother died young, and she was unable to save her boyfriend. They both had the dream to be Hokage. She developed a blood phobia at that. But there is more. Her son died over that position," Jiraiya said. This shocked Naruto. "But Daniel is very much alive." "I don't get what you're saying," Naruto said. Jiraiya smirked. "Daniel is very much alive, but that wasn't her only son. No, she had another son, from a previous relationship. She was 17, and kinda drunk. She and her boyfriend of the time partied hard. They loved to have sex. But one day, she got knocked up, and he left her. She was unable to raise the child on her own, so that one was orphaned. Eventually, they did discover, and they lived together, and became the mother to that boy, like she was supposed to be. He forgave her, but here's the real kicker. Her dead son, is actually," Jiraiya said. He was trying to gather his wits together, to try and say it. Naruto was hooked on. "Arashi Kazama, the Yondaime Hokage, and your father. It makes her, your grandmother," Jiraiya said. Naruto was clearly shocked. Naruto sighed. "I understand, but wow. Here's something for you." My big bad flame form actually has a name. When I'm like that, I'm called a Ghost Rider. How I got my powers, let's just say that me wanting to protect Konoha, to be Hokage, the love of my village despite the fact that they hate me for Orochimaru sending Kyuubi on us, and me being his jailer, I did that the greedy, the sinners, the desperate, and the weak would do, Naruto said. This time, Jiraiya was focused, as Naruto put his book down. I sold my soul to the devil, Naruto said. This had shocked Jiraiya to the core. So much, that he was extremely pale, and had left. But Naruto caught him. I sold my soul for the people of Konoha. I knew what I was doing, and I don't regret it. He needed somebody who was a kind spirit to go after the evil in this world, and send them back to hell. He gave me the powers to send evil back to hell, to protect Konoha, like I wanted, Naruto said. Jiraiya listened. Sounds like you did it for nothing. But if you don't regret it, then I'm not going to stop you, as long as you don't go after me. Though I am a good person, so generally, I'm safe, Jiraiya said. He had gotten over his initial shock over the matter. Orochimaru and Kabuto had no choice but to run after that. Naruto turned to normal, and passed out again. He was still cut up badly. His powers come from the devil. He told me the other night. Naruto's passion to become Hokage is so great, that the devil gave him that power, to kinda help him at times. He becomes a war machine at night, as we have seen. But I can't help but wonder if being this Ghost Rider will help him grow stronger. He becomes normal after, as we've seen. But it's hard to tell sometimes, Jiraiya said. Tsunade nodded. I will be the fifth. My trust in Konoha has been regained. It took the spirit of my grandson to want to return. I doubt I can be as good as the previous Hokages, but damned if I don't try, Tsunade said. Everyone agreed with that statement. Now, the 5 ninjas had returned to Konoha safely. Tsunade's first order of business was to heal those who had contact with Itachi's Mengekyo Sharingan. Luckily, it was only Kakashi and Sasuke. Naruto headed to his home. Like usual, Hiashi always talked with Naruto. This was no different. So you're saying that you have to be the Ghost Rider, else Dios will force it on you? Hiashi asked. Naruto nodded. Well, that sucks. I would say more, but I can't think of much, Hiashi said. Naruto sighed. It's alright, I understand. I at least killed off the boss snake, so that has screwed Orochimaru over that way, but we're far from done with him. Dealing with the devil, no matter how nice, something bad happens. I think it could have been Orochimaru cursing Sasuke, my best friend. Or something else. I don't know, Naruto said. Hiashi knew one thing about Naruto. He was a fragile being, disliked having so many burdens, yet they seemed to keep piling up on him. Don't worry, we should have known. I won't berate you for that, but be wary of who else you might deal with. But tell me this, what did he help to actually make you stronger? Hiashi asked. Naruto smirked. Chakra control. I noticed that has had rapidly improved, to its near perfection now. I got lucky that way, because I know that a high control is needed, Naruto said. Suddenly a phone rang. Hiashi answered it. Hello. Yes, he's here. Hold on a second, Hiashi said. He passed the phone to Naruto. When Naruto was done, he had a confused look on his face. I was just said to come to the Hokage Tower. Well, might as well, since I need my motorcycle license, Naruto said. When he got there, he went to see Tsunade. He also filled out a test sheet for his license. He saw Shikamaru there as well. He was confused as to why he was there as well. Well, you two, you did well in the finals of the Chunin exam. So good, that you two passed. From now on, you two are Chunin of Konoha. Here are your vests, Tsunade said. They were each passed a green vest. Naruto smiled. Thank you. One question though, did they come in black? Naruto asked. Tsunade nodded, as traded the vests. Naruto smiled. He placed it over top his jacket. When he got downstairs, the secretary stopped him. Mr. Uzumaki, you passed your test. Please stand in front of that screen, so we can take a picture for your ID, the secretary said. Inwardly, Naruto was beaming. But he remained cool. He had the picture taken. After a few days, he got the ID in the mail, and began to drive around, getting from one place to the other, not at night, when he was sometimes needed. However, one day after a few weeks since Tsunade became Hokage, bad news had happened. Sasuke had left Leaf Village on his own free will, to join up with Orochimaru. When Naruto heard that, he heard some laughing. Kyuubi, he inwardly shouted. Naruto wasn't one to lose his temper at the fox, so naturally, the fox was shocked and scared. It wasn't me, it's Dios. He's going on about you were right and other crap. I know you said that the bad thing was Sasuke joining up, but you do have the ability to change that. You are not bound by fate. Nobody is, as Kyuubi said. Naruto agreed with that statement. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comments. Ray What If signing off.